What up, everybody? Let's see. I am on the phone. Jackson, how you doing? Hold on. Let's see. Unmute yourself,
I
or
don't
do I
know
have to
why
do
it
that?
automatically mutes me from the get-go.
Hold on. Let's. I got you. I just want to make sure I can hear you.
Yeah, for some reason with Zoom, as soon as I enter, it automatically mutes me.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to go into. Oh, there's my problem. I have it. There. Test 1 2 3.
Check. 1, 2.
Gotcha, brother.
All right.
All right, so yeah, we got a little bit of time. It's 5:53, but I'm just testing it. I'm on my phone. I'm in the parking lot of the fish market, seafood market, and restaurant in downtown San Diego. I just got done with JG's wife's birthday dinner, and it was actually pretty awesome. Happy
Nice.
birthday, Larissa! And yeah, that's where I'm at now. Look at this guy. You're gonna see him in the background really quick. Check this guy out.
Whoa.
So cool. All right, so where are you, Jackson?
I am back home, chilling with the surf monkey.
Oh, that's right. Tell people what the surf monkey is.
All right, on the Epic Surf Tours Baja Weekender, Manny gives out the Surf Monkey Award to the person, I guess you could say, that has the go get it spirit of the day, of the weekend. And of all the times I've cruised out with Manny, this is my first Surf Monkey Award.
Oh, damn. Well, the reason why everybody deserves the Surf Monkey Award, but there's always that one person who goes just above and beyond just by a little bit or sometimes a lot. It's happened. But Jackson went down this 1 mile hike, and the mile down, we all know it's a piece of cake. Coming up, after getting a few waves, getting pounded on some shore break, and then a mile up is another thing. So Jackson put it all on the table, and he got up to the car, no problem. He freaking got his few waves, which are going to be published by tonight, and we all got photos down there. It was going off in Baja. Andy, Jordan, Jackson, and my friend Chino from Ensenada showed up too, and he took over the camera, and I jumped in the water too. So you're going to see some of that action on Boog Life, which I'll do that today. I'll post something up today with some photos from the trip. But that's it. So congratulations, Steve Action Jackson, and stoked you're amped on it.
Can't wait to do it again the next time.
I'm really surprised there's not a shitload of FOMO, because I hear people say, "Oh, I wish I would have known," or "Oh, next time let me know." But it's like it's on the website. It's on epicsurftours.com. We actually had a couple spots open for this weekend, so I'll reach out to those people and say, "Hey, sign up to the newsletter." It's all on there if you're not checking the website frequently. But yeah, bodyboarders, San Diego bodyboarders. Next time this happens, make sure you jump on board. And there's a handful of bodyboarders from Orange County as well that come down. So if you guys are down, send me a message anyway through Boog Life, Instagram, whatever, and I'll put you on the newsletter myself.
Just a few comments about this past weekend. Stoked to charge some closeout barrels. And yeah, I was really stoked to make that trek back uphill by myself. But the part I'm most proud of is I actually climbed up the cliff on the rope by myself. Nobody else around, no, words of encouragement, no one to lend a helping hand if I slip and fall. It was just me, that rope, and scaling the face of that cliff. And you know what? Again, slow and steady, but I made it happen, and super stoked about that.
Yeah, and the thing is did you have the same amount of weight of your board bag at the end of the trip that you did climbing up that rope?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I lifted up that board bag. That was easily 20, 25 pounds.
Yeah, it had some weight to it, and it was definitely heavier than our first go what I was carrying the first go around back in April. So
Yeah.
I was trooping it. I may not have a military background, but yeah, doing my best to soldier through.
Well, I'm stoked you pulled it off, and big shout out to Andy and Jordan for making it happen as well. I can't wait to get back there, and I hate to say it, this is probably the best session I've had at this secret wave. And I haven't had it there. You said there's closeouts. Yeah, 90% of the waves were closeouts, but there were some wedgers coming through that reminded me of back in the day when the Meyer brothers, Adiv and Rafi and Kai would go down there with Roach and Jeff Bragg, Jimmy Linville, all these old school guys were going down. It kind of reminded me of those days, and Omar Leone. Yeah, but it was that was a pretty solid crew. And oh, you can't see it right now, but I have a stack of boards back there, and I wanted to show you guys. Maybe I can. Can I move this thing? Probably can move this. Well, I don't know. I'll show you guys on the next episode. So Jackson, I don't have our to-do list, but we do have shout outs. We do have bodyboarding news, and you got some interesting news. Music, we'll hold off just because I like to play the music on the video on my desktop when you do have those reviews. And same with the video, but if it's something we can like tell people to watch, and then we can talk about it at the next show. So yeah, that's where we're at. And of course, Monday or Sunday motivation.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. What time do we got?
It's just about go time.
All right. We'll give it a few more minutes, but yeah, fucking definitely on a high from this weekend. That's for sure.
That's for sure. I'll be
Hey,
honest.
your Wi-Fi is working.
Yes, I'm not going to jinx it by saying anything. I'm just happy it's functioning.
Perfect. Yeah, I think we're ready to rock. Why don't we get this thing rolling?
Let's do it, brother. All right. So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Pitted with Action and Manny V. Boog Life and the place to be. And you know what? After a killer weekend, I want to jump right into shout outs. My shout out goes to Mr. Manny Vargas.
What?
As always, Manny, and his epic surf tours made for an incredible Baja Weekender bodyboarding edition. And we scored the goods. We got waves. We dove into some amazing food, and the Baja Weekender never disappoints. And it was a much needed getaway this weekend, and I'm still vibing off of it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I was able to jump in the water, and when I did, everybody was pretty much tired. You were already probably on your way up. Jordan had enough, and Andy, he came in, but he went back out, and he ended up getting cramps towards the end of the session just because he was out there forever. But oh shit, this Harley turned off a bunch of alarms. Can you hear them?
Yep.
Shit. Well, I will mute my mic once you talk, and then I will talk with a background metadome or metrodome. All right, so shout outs on my end. I had it listed last week or the week before. I never got to it, but gosh, I think it might have been. I should go look it up, but you know what? I was looking at a couple photos, and I think you or JG sent it over, but it was Simon Ramsey. Simon Ramsey is he's one of those icons that was always working behind the scenes to make shit happen for our sport. He ran Riptide magazine for a while, and then the surfing magazine called him over to run the bodyboarding magazine and also have his input in surfing and Surfing Girl magazine. So he knew how to run magazines. That's why he was here. And he had his faith in me to run bodyboarding magazine in 2000 to 2002. And he knew I didn't know shit about making magazines, but he did know that I'm fresh out of the pro scene, and I had rapport with a lot of the pros that we needed to get in contact with. And so he knew he could teach me how to make magazines. But if you hired somebody who knew how to make magazines, you really can't teach people to have a rapport with pros, right off the bat. So he knew what he was doing, and I appreciate him bringing me on board. I learned how to make magazines and had a great time doing it. Big shout out to the whole team. Jeremy, oh gosh, what's his last name? Oh, I forgot his last name. I know Jeremy, Sonny, Kenny, all those guys made it happen, including Simon and a bunch of the surfing magazine guys. But oh my God. Oh, Jeremy Klein.
There you go.
Yeah. And Mark Klein, his brother, would always come in once in a while. So there's my shout outs. And my shout outs this week is to Simon Ramsey. I love you, brother. Miss you. And hopefully we get you on a trip in 2023.
All right, now let's get into news. We're talking about being in Mexico this weekend. Last weekend, I was in Santa Cruz for event number 2 on the California Bodyboarding Alliance tour. And just a quick run through on the results. The big winner was Justin Cadiente. He won the men's division. He won the drop knee division, and he walked away with the high score award. During one of his drop knee heats, he scored an 8.0 on one of his rides. So, he collected some hardware last weekend.
How were the conditions? How were the waves?
And it was like 3 to 4 foot steamer lane. It was workable. There were definitely some waves to play with. Wasn't anything all time, but contest wise, couldn't complain.
Hey, Jackson.
What's up?
We got somebody over here. Hold on. Yo. There he is right there.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so JG's just getting out of dinner. What's up, JG?
What up, boys?
How's it, brother?
Thanks for bringing my hat and shirt, Jackson. Appreciate you, boy.
Yeah, no worries. Anytime, brother.
Right on. Yeah, full. Oh, so full. Dying right now. Here comes my wife.
All right.
About to cut, but all right. I'll sign in right now while I'm driving.
All right, brother. Sounds good.
Happy birthday!
He's on this.
Love you too.
Right now with Jackson.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
All right. See you guys.
All right, thanks. I had to bring you guys on for that one.
Hey, man, it's all good. Just to pick up where I left off with the Santa Cruz contest. As I mentioned, Justin Cadiente having a solid day, winning men's and drop knee. Sarah Martin won the women's.
Nice.
And another person who had a pretty solid day, the winner of the junior boys, Drake Kinghorn, won the junior boys, but also finished 4th in the open men's.
Whoa.
12 years old. Kid's got skills. Remember
Where's he?
I'm not
Where's he
sure
from?
where he's from, but remember the name, Drake Kinghorn.
All right,
Blonde-haired ripper. In all honesty, he kind of reminds me of a super young Jeff Hubbard, complete with the blonde hair and the style. So someone to keep an eye on.
sick. Drake
Kinghorn.
God, how can you not remember that name? That's freaking amazing.
He just has one of those names, bro. Years from now, we're going to be like, I remember watching this kid as a Grom. He's done well for himself. I just have that kind of feeling for this kid. His Stoke level is through the roof. He charges. Hell, even after the contest wrapped, him and his brother jumped out, had the lane to themselves for like 45 minutes, and they were all over it, man.
What?
When do you ever get steamer lane, nobody else but just you and your brother, you and one other person?
I don't know why I missed this year. I mean, the wave is perfect for drop knee.
Yes, it is.
right,
Even
I'll
though
try
I
to-
don't drop knee, I love watching guys rip it on the knee.
Yeah, I mean that wave is pretty freaking amazing. All right, so bodyboarding news. Masters, who won the Masters?
Justin Cadiente.
Wait, the Masters?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the Masters. I'm thinking drop knee and men's. Winning the Masters was Joaquim Gomez. He won Oceanside Masters. He won this event. So he went back to back with one event remaining. He's gonna pretty much be unbeatable to take the Masters title for 2022.
Damn, that sounds freaking. He's on fire. I mean, he's got it dialed in, and he rips. So good luck to him at the next event. And yeah,
Now to roll things over to the international side, the Gran Canaria Fronton King is about halfway through. The window continues until the 30th. They've not today, but yesterday they completed day 5 of competition. If you jump on YouTube, they have the day 5 highlights ready to watch, and you definitely want to check them out. Some big maneuvers, some heavy barrels, typical fronton. And we're working our way towards crowning not only the junior men's division champion for the year, but the men's world title is on the line. Excuse me.
well, do we have I need to get one of those cups. Do we have the insight on the situation for a possible world champion coming from a country that never has had one?
Entering this event, there were 3 contenders: Tristan Roberts, Tanner McDaniel, and Alan Munoz. Now it's down to 2. I spoke to Jay Reel this morning. He gave me the heads up on the championship scenario. Right now, Tristan Roberts is in the points lead. But if Alan Munoz makes the final ahead of Tristan Roberts, Alan Munoz will win his first world title. But if Tristan Roberts makes the final and Alan makes the final, Tristan goes back to back on world title number 2.
Okay, so Tristan cannot make the final, and Alan has to make the final.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know what? I know we both know both of these guys.
Oh my God.
Tristan is an incredible talent, but so is Alan. And I can tell you firsthand, and I'm sure you'll back me up on this, if Alan Munoz wins the world title, the entire world is going to hear Chile roar.
Yes.
Because Chile has one of the largest, most enthusiastic bodyboarding communities in the world.
Yeah. 100%.
This would be a massive moment for the country of Chile and the sport of bodyboarding.
I mean, both of these guys at Fronton, Tristan Roberts, he knows what it takes to be a world champion. He's has a world title under his belt. He's not going to leave anything on the table. So
Nope.
each he goes into, it's all about wave selection and Mother Nature dishing out the goods with priority in his hands. Alan Munoz, I feel like he's competing for his country instead of just himself, because there's so much more at stake with his win for him and his country and his fellow Chilean bodyboarders. And I think for him, I mean, he definitely will not leave anything on the table.
And just a side note, think about the level of intensity these guys are dealing with right now. not only competing for a world title, but just competing at fronton alone, that reef has sent people to the hospital. That break can be deadly. And everybody who's been riding there and competing there and charging that wave, quite literally gets a tip of the cap from me, because there are certain levels that are just above and beyond.
I mean, the way I see it, it's essentially the pinnacle of bodyboarding. I mean, this wave on its good day, you will not see a surfer out there. If you do, you would probably see that one bodyboarder turn surfer that grew up riding that wave. Aside from that, if surfers show up, the only way I think most of them can get into it would be freaking getting towed in, or not even step offs, because there's nowhere for the jet ski to run. So, and also the locals probably wouldn't have it. So, yeah, Fronton itself is probably to me, probably one of the best places to have a world title race come to an end. And yeah, I was out there on a 4-foot day on low tide, and I'm like, what the frick am I doing out here? It's so heavy. The waves are breaking in like 2 to 3 foot of water, and it's just a rock shelf. And I got to give credit to all those guys that are putting it on the line. And a shout out to the whole webcast team, holding it together. Jay Real made an appearance out there. Bego always holding it down for the bilingual viewers, and yeah, it's been pretty amazing.
All right, and I have one more piece of news. Tanner McDaniel and Craig Wetter have announced the Breaking Even video premiere at the San Clemente Community Center on December 17th. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot remember the last time I attended an actual video premiere. In this day and age, everything goes on Instagram Reels and YouTube, in almost instantaneously. As soon as the session's over, edit the clip, get it online. To be able to score solid footage, hold onto it, and have the time, put in the time and have the patience to put together an actual bodyboard video, and then organize a premiere. I can't wait to attend this event.
I need to get a hold of them pronto, because what I can probably pitch to them is figure out a way how to do a paid live screening online. So those from around the world who want to be there and watch the video firsthand, there's got to be something to be done there. So I'll reach out to him tomorrow and see if he's interested, if they're interested. And if so, we'll, whatever money comes in would go straight to those guys, of course. But I think I'm gonna hit them up, see if we can do that via Book Life. That'd be sick.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. And if what you're talking about comes to fruition, it'll be that much bigger, broader, and more interesting. It's going to be one hell of a night.
So December 17th, I got to make sure that freaking day is open. As soon as we hang up, that's the first thing I'm going to do, just make sure I'm available, because if not, I got to move things around pronto.
Mark it on your calendar, because it's going to be, I can almost guarantee it'll be a night to remember.
Did you say San Clemente?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll definitely get a room up there so we don't have to drive back home. And yeah, freaking excited.
All right, cool. Did you have any news on your side?
Bodyboarding news wise, gosh, I wrote something down, but just the 2 events that I'm going to be interested in going to next year for sure is the Kauai Classic Boogie Board, the Garden Island Boogie Board Classic. If you guys are watching this, try to make an effort to go to this event. It sells out. And if you can go to it, I promise you're going to have a friggin' incredible time. And it's just awesome to see the amount of young rippers, female and males, out in the water that you're like, your mind is blown. And 2, you're going to get some fun waves. The waves that they have it on are friggin' pretty awesome. warm, clear water, and the vibe is pretty epic. So definitely make an effort to come out to the event. I think it's at the end of July. So make an effort. And then the next one is still hit or miss with the DK sessions. That's going to happen, I think, the first weekend in August. And the goal was to try to get Roach out there. We're going to see. We're going to see how that unfolds as far as DKS. But it's still on the table.
All right. And since we're quite literally remote with you in your car, we're going to roll the music highlights and the video of the week over to the next edition. And we're going to get right into Sunday motivation. Now, we were actually talking about this person while we were down in Baja. One of my favorite athletes of all time. For those of you who don't know who Bo Jackson is, look him up. Look up his highlights on YouTube, or just Google Bo Jackson. He was an all-star in both baseball and pro football at the same time. He played for the Kansas City Royals baseball team and the Los Angeles Raiders in the NFL. And one of the most well-rounded athletic talents of my lifetime. Unfortunately, it was cut short by injury, but even then, the guy has been a prolific figure in the background of pro sports. And tonight's quote comes from him. Set your goals high and don't stop until you get there.
I'll take it.
All right. With that said, that's another one in the books. We'll see you next week on Boog Life, Pitted with Action and Manny V.